Okay, these were developments that took place less than 12 hours ago at the United Nations. So political reactions are still coming in. Let's take a look. CPI and CPIM are criticizing India's abstention on the UN General Assembly resolution. These are, of course, the Communist Party of India, the Communist Party of India Marxists that are expressing their views. They're saying that when this was adopted overwhelmingly, remember this is a call that was calling for a humanitarian truce in the ongoing Israel-Palestinian war. Why was India absent? This is the question that the CPIM and the CPI are asking. Sorry, this is the CPI and the CPM. All right, we're going to bring you more context on this. We'll have a colleague, Rupashri, join us for more context. Rupashri, indeed, India was the only standout in South Asia, with all the other 7 nations voting in favor of this resolution. Can you tell our audiences what it is that the CPI and the CPM have said?
Well, this is completely in keeping in line with especially what the CPIM had said earlier. It had criticized the government's move to back Israel, overwhelmingly against Palestine, and it had also said that this was a departure of the government's position in the Israel-Palestine conflict so far. And the CPM had also gone on record to say that what the government of India should have done is that it should have worked to it should have worked towards bringing both the parties on the table and acted for a peaceful resolution of the conflict instead of backing Israel. And today's statement is in that context. It has said that it is shocking. It is shocking that India abstained on a resolution overwhelmingly adopted by the United Nations General Assembly, calling for a humanitarian truce titled Protection of Civilians and Upholding Legal and Humanitarian Obligations in the ongoing Israel offensive in Gaza. So clearly they have said, even if you read the statement very closely, they have blamed Israel for the conflict that is ongoing now, and they have, they have held Israel accountable for the conflict in Gaza. Like I said before, it's completely in line with what the CPM has said before, and today both the parties have issued a joint statement.
Okay, thank you, Rupashri, for bringing us that context. More political reactions in this same story. I believe the AIMIM Chief Asaduddin Owaisi has also commented. Owaisi has hit out at India's absenteeism on this vote. He said it is shocking that the Prime Minister and the government abstained on the United Nations resolution for a humanitarian truce and protection of civilian lives. He said more than 7,000 people have been killed by Israel in Gaza. Over 3,000 of them, so over half or almost half, are children. 1,700 are women. At least 45% of the housing in Gaza has been destroyed. These are all data points that have been supported by other media organizations. He's also said over 1.4 million people have been displaced. Even in peacetime, Gazans face a complete blockade and have to depend on humanitarian aid. Things have only worsened since the war began. This is a humanitarian issue, not a political one. In abstaining on the resolution, India stands alone in the global south, in South Asia and in BRICS. Why did India abstain? Now, Owaisi is correct when he says that. As we just told you, India was the only country in the South Asian bloc to abstain from voting on this.